Hi, my name's Latoya Lavelle, and today I'm doing a review on Scream 6 for We Talk Film.
Please help me.
There's a fucking line here, girl. You got a problem here, guy?
I'm old enough that I remember when the first Scream films actually came out, and let me tell you something right now. I've always wondered about franchises like this and if they can actually hold their space, because it's like, okay, someone gets stabbed, we know exactly what's gonna happen. What are you gonna bring out that's gonna be new? But I was pleasantly surprised. Scream actually came with a bit of an epic plot that I wasn't expecting, and I was like, oh, you've managed to find a way to continue on with this franchise. It doesn't take longer than 5 minutes for us to get into the action of the film, which I absolutely love. Like, we start off in a scene with a woman doing that stupid stuff that, as anyone that watches these films, you sit there and like, well, would you walk down a dark alley? Would you be stupid enough to do that? Unfortunately, yes. She was very stupid and she walked down the alley. I'm sure you can guess what happened next without giving you any spoilers.
There's a darkness inside of me. It followed me here. And it's gonna keep coming for us.
I didn't realise that it was Jenna Ortega that starred in Wednesday that's actually one of the main characters that is in this film. So I watched her in the previous Scream 5, but Wednesday has come out. Now I'm really respecting her as an actress, because in Wednesday she's quite dark. In this one, she's a bit of a fun girl that just wants to live her life after she's been through this massive massacre, but she's got a very protective big sister that is like, no, I need to protect you. Her trying to say, screw you, sis, I don't want you looking after me. 5 minutes later, we get attacked. Something tells me after that, trust me, she wanted protecting, and she stuck to her sister like glue. Now, the plot of this film was very much sisterhood, was very much protecting each other, was very much family, and I absolutely loved that. Scream brought a completely different element in, because I don't think we've ever seen two sisters. We've seen a group of friends before.
Guys?
Also, the fact that Scream always talks about it like it's a horror film, or students that are studying horror films talking about films when they're actually in the film. I love that. I've always loved that they sit there and they discuss the plot of a horror film. So you then sit there and think, yeah, no, they're right. And you try and find out who is the main protagonist in this? Who is the person they want to kill? As they said in this film, no one is off limits. These are now sequels, so the original characters aren't off limits to be killed as well, as we learnt from Scream 5 when we lost Dewey, which still to this day really hurts me. We didn't see an appearance from Sydney in this one, but we did have Courtney Cox back again, which I was very grateful to see, because as always, she is a very valuable character in this film. Scream 6 continues on from Scream 5, so we're still with Tara and Sam. Sam is one of my favourite characters in this film because she is the protective big sister, and it does just trigger that sisterhood vibes of having that big sister that's always going to look after you and not let anything happen to you. My favourite scene in the movie is actually at the beginning, because right at the start of the film, we find out who the murderer is. However, who we think is the murderer then gets killed. So you sit there a bit like, oh, no, we thought we knew who the murderer was. Actually isn't the murderer. Who is the murderer? So it definitely like a little bit of a plot twist there, because I sat there and was like, but if we know who the murderer is in advance, how are they going to continue on with the rest of the film? Definitely found a way to make that happen. I'm gonna say that this is a film, for me, that I would go and see with my friends or your partner. I mean, it's not really a lovey-dovey film, so it's more of a, if you're a screamer like me, you might grab onto them and be like, ah! That kind of thing. Or I would say go and sit with your friends. It's gonna be a laugh, it's gonna be a giggle. You're gonna sit there and be like, really? Would you really do that? But actually, in reality, no one knows what they're gonna do in real life. I would definitely give it, let's see. Rating this film out of 5, I think I would give it I actually think I'd give it a 3.5. I wouldn't say that it's like the best film ever, but it's definitely not the worst film ever. It is something that I enjoyed seeing it in the cinema. There's certain films that I'm like, yeah, no, I could have watched it at home. I enjoyed seeing this in the cinema, and I definitely feel like there's room for another one. Whether they'll carry on with the Scream franchise, I don't know. But by introducing these new characters, Tara and Sam, and making it about a completely different group of people, I feel like opens the avenues that now it could become the Scream world rather than it's actually based upon certain characters like we had before. Let me know if you've watched the film. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're gonna go and see the film. I wanna hear all about it. Make sure you lock on to the next review that we do for We Talk Film, and we will see you soon.
You want me. So let's finish this.